Welcome back to Rowdy Rants. I'm Rowdy. Thank you for coming. We're going to be talking about political capital, how it's spent, and how the GOP just absolutely sucks at using it, which is one of the main reasons we have a hard time winning elections. They have a hard time keeping people interested. And these are important things, okay? What political capital is it's the capital you get when you've been elected. When you've been elected, your political capital is never higher than it will be then at that moment. Also, when your face is the face that people connect to an event, you gain a lot of political capital. You can also generate your own political capital by putting yourself out there, which Pelosi and AOC excel at this, along with quite a few other Democrats. They're pretty good at it. Pelosi does enough on Twitter that she's got to have somebody hired to help her, do it for her, advise her, something. Because she's just out there too much for it to be coincidental that she's doing it. AOC, on the other hand, she's younger, closer generation. I don't doubt that she's got some staff helping her. At the same time, she's in the right age group. Let's see. Jim Jordan. Now, he's a Republican that he can really ride out that political capital when he wants to, especially when something interests him. He's generating tons of it right now with his battle with Dr. Fauci. Matt Gaetz is generating his own political capital by putting himself out there. He's getting the facial recognition. People are recognizing him, whether he is their representative or someone else's, and it's paying off. Senator Cruz, Ted Cruz, same thing. Let's see. I think it's Matt Crenshaw, Republican. Crenshaw, I know is the right last name, picking up tons of political capital. Okay. Unfortunately, we're not staying with the political capital. We need everyone in the GOP doing this. You've got 202 representatives in the House. I believe it's 202 Republican representatives in the House. And if every one of these people were putting themselves out there, sending responses to the local news areas at least, generating that facial recognition on a regular basis. I don't mean daily, although daily would be best, but at least weekly. The GOP's message would be a lot stronger. Right now, the strongest message out there is the Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi message. Let's see, Mayorkas. He's out there. He's putting himself out there. He's making his statements. And the thing about it is, whether any of these people are telling the truth or not doesn't matter. What matters is that they're consistent in their messaging and they're there repeatedly. People want to believe that. They want to follow that power. That's the political capital side of it. Lindsey Graham's absolutely terrible at it. Mitch McConnell, absolutely terrible. They get up there in front of the cameras and put out what they've got to put out, say what they want to say, respond maybe to something else that's been said, and then they're gone. You don't hear from them again for a month, 3 months. And in today's environment, this does not work. This is not effective messaging. They need to be out there, and if they don't want to be out there, if it's just not their gig, they need to go. Because the GOP is not going to survive in this environment if they don't start utilizing that political capital to get their message out. If you want to dominate a subject, you don't do it by being quiet. You get out there and put the information out. This is the way it's done. Okay? If we have any kind of an influence, it's always based on political capital. The state assembly, state representatives, state senators, however you want to put it, they have to have political capital in their own little area. So they count on facial recognition. That's why you always see the little signs going up that come around election time to remind people of who they are, because they don't get out there enough. Now, you want to know how Georgia got flipped in the election? You can say all kinds of different things, but one of the strongest moves was you had Stacey Abrams out there, and she had been out there repeatedly. She kept herself in the news, so she had the facial recognition, and she was out there pushing these elections in Georgia. She was out there pushing these two senators for the Democrat Party. And they won. People got out there and voted. That was the political capital. Okay, and by then, President Trump was toxic. That runoff, President Trump was toxic come time for that. The media made sure of it. But the problem is the media can only crucify and make so many people toxic before people start tuning the media out. And that's what the Republicans need to learn. We've got 50 Republican senators and 202 Republican representatives. They can't make them all toxic. And if the message is coming out consistently, the GOP wins. Yeah, I know we've got a couple of goofy representatives, Liz Cheney and some other knucklehead from up in Minnesota. Any of them that voted for the Trump impeachment, from what I understand, 9 out of 10 of them are facing primary challenges. I hope to God they all lose, but time will tell. You have to watch for that one. Okay, the same messages, and this is something you need to keep in mind for yourself, especially if you plan on getting involved politically, is political capital. You have to spend it, and the way you spend it is by putting yourself out there and having a consistent message, having a message that resonates with the public. Okay, that is the main thing, is you've got to put yourself out there. Okay, that's it. That's what I've got to say. It's another short rant. My name's Rowdy. That's my rant. You have a great day.